hear what I said? When I jumped down, I didn't go up, did I? Because gravity pulled me down. But in order for gravity to let loose, you've got to be changed. In order for gravity to let go, you can't live any old way you think. On that day, gravity's going to let loose, and we're going to be caught up in the air to be with the Lord. What a reunion day, a glad reunion day that's going to be. But listen to me. The rapture and the second coming are two separate events. The rapture takes place before the Great Tribulation, because God is going to snatch out the church from this world before tribulation comes. The rapture is a type of the ark that God told Noah to build. He said, a rain's coming, judgment's coming, but I want you to prepare an ark so my people will not have to go through the judgment or the flood. And so he built the ark, and those in the ark, they escaped the coming rain. So the rapture is a type of the ark. Those who are caught up in the rapture, they will escape tribulation. But the second coming is after tribulation. The rapture, Christ only comes in the clouds. After the great tribulation, the second coming, or the day of the Lord that the prophet spoke about. The day of the Lord, he will then come and declare war against the nations of the world. The rapture is for the church, to snatch them out of this old sinful, corrupt world. And when the church is snatched out from the world, transported from earth to heaven, when that happens, then the Antichrist will reveal himself. He will start his one world government, and he will begin to rule, and he will have a number called 666. And unless you take that, you can't buy, sell, trade. But if you do take that number, you're doomed for all eternity. 7 years, the Great Tribulation will take place. But listen, after the Great Tribulation, there's a king coming. Let me just describe it. And I want you to look, if you can't, look over my head. And I want you to see him like I see him. All of a sudden, after 7 years is completed, a king appears in the sky. And he's riding on a white horse. Glory to God. When he came the first time, they put him in a manger by the cattle and the wild beasts. But when he comes the second time, he's riding on a white horse. Can you see him like I see? And on his vesture, his name is written, he who is called faithful and true. Hallelujah. And on his head are many crowns. When they hung him on a tree, they put on his head a thorn of crowns. But when he comes back the second time, he's going to have many crowns on his head. And out of his mouth is a sharp sword. Hallelujah. And his vesture has been dipped on blood, in blood. But I want you to look on his thigh. It's written, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Amen. But behind him, if you can see behind him, there are the armies of heaven. And they're riding on horses. I plan to be riding on a horse. I plan to be one of those in the army of the Lord. And they're dressed in white linen, and they're clean. It's the blood, both children of God. It's the church, the redeemed, the called out. Hallelujah. I plan to be in that number. I've loved horses all my life. I drove mom and daddy crazy till they bought me one. Daddy went, well, we bought one from a girl out the way. Then he went to the banks and got me one. I tried to ride it, ran under trees. Daddy said, if you want it, you'll take care of it. Wasn't long we got rid of them. But there's coming a day I'm going to ride on a white stallion. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, and my commander is the Lord Jesus Christ. And he'll be leading the way, Brother James. What a day that will be. The rapture is going to affect the whole world. And let me just tell Refuge real quick, you won't be the only ones in the rapture. Because every tongue and every king and every nation and every nationality will be in the rapture. Glory, hallelujah. The white man, the black man, hallelujah. The red man, the yellow man will be in the rapture. The poor man, amen, the rich man, the tall man and the short man will be in the rapture. It will affect the whole world. Because a certain denomination doesn't have a monopoly on the rapture. But it's the blood-bought, the forgiven. Amen. As they come to the music, I think you know what you ought to be singing. I'm not able to describe it like it's going to happen. But it'll be something like this. If you're on a plane, you better be ready. Because one way or another, that plane is probably going down. But if the pilot is a blood-washed, born-again Christian, when the rapture takes place, the pilot is going to leave that cockpit. Nothing left but his clothes and his hat. And that plane's going down. But if you're born again, you're going with it. The man operating the train, if he's a born again Christian, he's going to heaven and the train's going to derail. Glory. If you're driving your automobile, if you're born again Christian, the car's going in the ditch, but you're going to heaven. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Heard Brother Mays Jackson preach one time. He said, if you go to the first heaven, where the birds fly, you'll have to go in a plane. If you go to the second heaven, which are the planets, the planetarium system, you'll have to go in a spaceship. But if you go in the third heaven, you'll have to go in the rapture. Hallelujah. Where will you live when the rapture takes place? Sing it, Brother Eddie. Will you stand with me?
This house where I'm living is not